What's up guys, this is Merc Music and I am so happy to finally be bringing you guys a quad feed with every gun in Call of Duty Online. This video is going to showcase quad feeds with pretty much every single primary and secondary weapon in COD Online, and the reason why I say pretty much is because there's going to be some special cases here and there. As most of you guys probably already know by now, Call of Duty Online is a free-to-play Chinese exclusive game that has a lot of frequent updates. This game was released for China around the same time that Call of Duty Ghost was out, so it's had a lot of changes and a lot of guns have been removed since then. And there's also new exclusive guns that I have no idea how to get access to. But with that said, I've still hit a quad feed with pretty much every standard weapon that's in the game, and there's also going to be some pretty unique surprises in this video too. But real quickly, before we get into this video, I just want to let you guys know that this is the longest it's ever taken to finish a quad feed video, and this is also the most guns in any Call of Duty game, totaling around 60 plus guns. So with that being said, let's start with the first 18 assault rifles in COD Online, starting with the classic AK-47, which is very similar to the Black Ops 1 AK. But real quickly, I just want to provide you guys with some context because some of these clips are going to look very weird, and it's because, well, on average when I'm playing Call of Duty Online's multiplayer, I'm averaging anywhere from 250 to 400 plus milliseconds of ping. Having this high of a ping when you're playing multiplayer games means you're going to experience huge delays. A perfect example of that was that M4 clip I just hit, where you could barely even see the 4th kill being registered in the kill feed. But since Call of Duty games have lag compensation and they have a really high threshold for the pings, it means that the game tries to compensate my delay and try to make the game smoother for me. But unfortunately, it's heavily degrading the experience for the Chinese players because they're gonna see me lagging all over the place, and it makes me a very hard target to kill. I'm not even joking, like, there are some clips where I'm basically impossible to shoot, and I feel so bad for them because they shouldn't have to be putting up with this shit. This is a Chinese exclusive game, and they have Americans coming in absolutely fucking it up for them. So China, if by some miracle you choose to unban YouTube from your country and you're watching this video, I'm sincerely sorry. But yeah, with that being said, let's talk about some of these clips. First and foremost, almost every single clip you're going to see in this video is going to be on like Nuketown, Shipment Long, which is a variation of Shipment. Black Ops 1 Summit is pretty good, and there's even some clips on High Rise. Oh, and Hard Hat's also a pretty decent map to hit clips on. The two main reasons I wanted to stay on these maps as much as I could is for two reasons. One being these spawn shots that you can hit like you're seeing on this FAL clip right now. And the second reason is pretty obvious. A lot of these maps are really small, which means that lineups happen a lot more frequently, and they're just faster paced. It's really easy to hit clips on. But there's always going to be some oddball maps like Sub Base where the spawns just happen to be amazing and you can hit a huge clip like this. But I still had a tendency to focus on specific maps, and there's actually a feature in COD Online that allows you to do that. When you're looking for a TDM game in COD Online, you can choose to play a TDM playlist that only has like 5 maps in the rotation. There's one playlist that has like 11 maps in the rotation, and there's also a playlist that only has 1 map in the rotation, which is usually the newest map that they release. Speaking of game modes, I'm mostly stuck to playing Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed, and surprisingly Frontlines. Now, why did I put some weird emphasis on Frontlines? Well, Frontlines is a new mode in Infinite Warfare, but it's actually been in COD Online for a while now. We're talking about a mode that has been in COD Online for months, if not years. And surprisingly enough, the game mode Frontlines is not the only thing that they've been testing in COD Online. This Chinese Call of Duty game has also been a testing ground for taunts and gestures in Call of Duty, along with hybrid weapons. I know that's pretty difficult to prove because there's not a lot of physical evidence of it on YouTube, but keep in mind that China has banned YouTube, so the majority of the player base of COD Online is obviously Chinese, and they don't have the opportunity to share information like this with us. But I do know 100% that Frontlines was in this game before it was introduced in Infinite Warfare. And to be honest, Frontlines is a lot more enjoyable in COD Online because you just kind of spawn with a little bit of extra health, and the duration of that extra health is based off of the map size in COD Online, whereas in Infinite Warfare, it's the same no matter what map you're playing. But holy testicles, man, I went off on a lot of tangents. We're on the SMGs now, and this one was really cool because I hit this live in a video.
That was split. I'll take it though. It was kill cam. Oh shit, I got a split quad feed kill cam. I was not even expecting that to happen. There's the 1, there's the 2. And there's the last one. There's the 4. I'll fucking take it, man.
Speaking of split quad feeds, we're moving on to the Vector, which is probably the worst SMG in COD Online. It's just so incredibly weak, and there's going to be a decent amount of split quad feeds, and I hope you guys are okay with that because, well, it's just incredibly hard to hit clean quad feeds with weak weapons on this game. But on the flip side, if a gun's really good, then it doesn't matter if you have a terrible ping.
What are these motherfuckers doing? What are they doing?
It also doesn't hurt if your enemies are clueless.
One more. Quad feed! Yes, 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 yes. It's just the same as my YouTube channel. Oh my god.
It's capture dude.
Oh! I got a quad!
But just so you guys are aware, there's obviously some fiercely intense, really high-skilled Chinese Call of Duty players. You will not be seeing any of those types of players in this video because they're unclippable. They are, like, seriously, you won't hit anything on them. But again, that's just the randomness of Call of Duty. Sometimes you'll run into lobbies with people who are just god tier, and sometimes you'll run into lobbies with people who have never played before. And that type of randomness is why a video like this took so long to put together. As a matter of fact, this Uzi clip I just hit, I hit that clip a couple hours ago before I started recording this commentary. It was nothing short of a miracle. But now we're moving on to the LMGs, and one more little tip I wanted to give you guys that can maybe help you if you happen to play this game. Make sure to run the Orbital VSAT or Advanced UAV in this game because it makes it so easy to hit clips. And then there's stuff like this.
Yeah, I donated $5,000.
If you did, dude, I probably would have bought 2 PCs right then and there.
Oh, I just got a quad feed.
But seriously, the VSAT was a godsend when going for these clips because I would not have known to turn left here if I didn't have the VSAT. One of the most frustrating parts of going for these quad feeds on this Chinese Call of Duty game was the fact that I had to compensate for all of this delay. I had to do a lot of pre-firing, I had to have a lot of anticipatory shots, and universally for pretty much any Call of Duty game, if you run non-lethal recon type of kill streaks, it makes your life a lot easier. But now we're moving on to the shotguns, which honestly made my life a fucking nightmare. Not so much in this clip because the SPAS 12 is actually good, but you'll see in the next clip.
Oh god! Oh!
Oh, I was laughing then, but now we're on the G-Pass 12, which, this is what a Brecci is if it took, like, 5 shots to kill on average. This thing is trash. The clip is bad. I'm never touching this piece of shit again. But now we're moving on to the CSG-12, which is actually a lot like the SPAS 12, but I never actually unlocked it. I just happened to pick it off of this guy that I killed right there, and I just went with this because it's all I had. And you know, as far as it goes for going for quad feeds nowadays, there's 2 things I try to accomplish when I'm going for any of these clips. I'm either trying to just get 4 kills really fast or have it at least be on screen, even if it's split. But now, surprisingly enough, we're moving on to the Ranger, which doesn't even look like the Rangers from Modern Warfare 2 because this is a variant that actually makes it look more like, I guess, the Blunderbuss. I'm probably getting that gun name wrong. But either way, what I found worked really well when using the Rangers is to fire 2 shots in each one at a time, but regardless, it looks like I got wall hacked when I finally got killed right there.
Did you?
And Jesus Christ, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to noobs, like...
Oh, I got an even better clip. Oh my god. Fuck yeah.
No, you didn't.
I just did, yep. Yep, I got a clean on screen.
And this quad feed with the M1014 would have also been clean and on screen, but I had to have a teammate die. Thanks for ruining it. What was that, Juan Fake? I have no idea what that name was, but now we're moving on to the AA-12, which is actually surprisingly easy, but right after I got the quad, I got knifed in the back, and then...
They're bunching up, they're bunching up. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, yes!
But if you thought those clips were terribly split, now we're moving on to the sniper rifles, which were easily the most difficult guns to get quad feeds with in this game. Partially because of the terrible ping delays, but also because they fire terribly slow. The bolts are so slow on the MSR and the intervention, and this is the best that I could do. Realistically, if I wanted to get clean quad feeds with all of the snipers in this game, I would have to be playing for hours and hours on end. But since I didn't want to destroy everything in my room, I decided I would just go with clips with 4 really fast kills. But I did hit this really nice triple at the start of a Nuketown game, but I couldn't get the 4th. Now, I know it's kind of late to address this, but I also wanted to talk about the perks that I was using while I was going for these quad feeds too. As you can see in the bottom right, I'm using Hardline, Quick Draw, Toughness, and I believe what is Extreme Conditioning or Marathon, which is like Unlimited Sprint. I just figured I'd point that out as well because if you don't use the right perks, it's going to make getting quad feeds really difficult. But now we're moving on to the WA 2000 from Modern Warfare 2, and this made me so happy because this was actually my first time playing high rise, and I didn't think a spawn shot was going to be possible, but it was, and then I freaked out. And once I knew that the high rise spawn shot was going to be possible, I was able to accomplish this with the Barrett. But now we're moving on to what I have dubbed the what the fuck section of this video, which is going to feature the hybrid weapons and some of the extremely rare weapons that you'll barely ever get to see in the game.
Okay, so this crazy ass weapon here, the assault rifle SMG hybrid, is actually the G37H.
Sadly enough, I almost broke my mouse from raging from failing a clip right before this happened.
Oh, then I get a quad feed like that? Holy fucking shit.
Now, the only thing that confuses me is that I don't really know what the SMG is supposed to be for this assault rifle SMG hybrid. My best guess, though, would be the SMG5, which is very similar to an MP5K from Modern Warfare 2, just the sound and the amount of ammunition it has, it just kind of makes sense.
The crazy ass electric eel gun that's pretty good in zombies is actually just the FAMAS.
The funny thing about this variant is that it's actually really not that good. The FAMAS itself is good, but the variant is really only good in PvE.
And last but not least, the shotgun sniper hybrid is actually the CSG-12.
Which is pretty cool considering that I wasn't able to hit a really good clip with the CSG-12, but by some miracle I was able to get this. Now, as far as it goes for the sniper part of this hybrid, I was able to hit a back-to-back collat, which I showed in a video earlier, but I have no idea what this is trying to mimic. Still freaked out though. Now, if you don't want to take my word for how significant the delays are, here's me playing Ground War. I try to avoid Ground War at all costs because the more players there are, the more lag there seems to be. Here's a one-shot triple with an AK. I couldn't even process it.
Oh my god.
Speaking of really difficult things to process, here's the melee weapons, and I don't know how this was, like, seriously, because knifing on terrible connection is the most difficult thing to do. I was able to get a ballistic knife quad feed, and I was able to get 2 quad feeds with, like, temporary melee weapons and shit. What the fuck? You guys have seen my COD Online videos, and you know how difficult it is for me to get knife kills, so doing shit like this makes no sense.
Quad feed kill him! Oh shit! 1, 2, yeah, got them all. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Sit down, Shen.
But now we're going to be moving on to the pistols, which previously I said I was going to scrap, and this is the reason why. I mean, the 44 Magnum is the worst pistol in this game. no. If I'm going to be playing multiplayer on what I have dubbed internet connection hell, I'm not using that piece of shit. Nope, never gonna touch it again. But some of these pistols were actually okay, and it's because there is a little bit of a trick to getting easier pistol quad feeds. There actually is a secondary gunfighter wild card that you can unlock, and if you unlock it, you can put akimbo and extended mags on most of these pistols. The trade-off here, though, is that if you don't live in China and you're not using a fully automatic weapon, you're going to have a really hard time landing consistent shots. Thankfully, though, the Desert Eagle in this game is modeled after Call of Duty Forest Eagle, and it's a fucking monster. But that's actually not it for the pistols. There's also a separate category in the game for machine pistols, and we're gonna start off here with the TMP. Like I've mentioned before, being able to use a fully automatic weapon and pre-firing and anticipating shots makes it very easy to hit clips, but again, here is a prime example of how difficult it is to melee enemies and how much they have to fucking suffer with my terrible connection. I feel so bad for them. Oh, and I know this is random as hell, but this is a Frontlines clip and you'll see it right here because I'm picking them off out of spawn, and when they spawn in, they have that orange ring, which is an indicator that they're going to have extra health and you can't really kill them. But this clip is a perfect example of being able to still kill people who are coming directly out of their spawn because they're just hanging out there too long and they're camping in it and they lose their spawn protection after a certain amount of time.
And here's a Chinese man eating his own boogers.
I was so salty about failing this G18 quad feed because I got like a split quad almost, but if I would have gotten this guy, it would have been insane. I would have been like,
oh my god.
Now this clip was interesting because I actually had my mic off for recording on Elgato, but once this happened, I turned it on.
What the fuck? Quad feed fucking kill cam? What were they doing? Unbelievable. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry though, it's their game, but damn.
And last but not least, we're gonna finish up this video with the launchers. Just kidding. That was not going to happen. And the main reason it wasn't going to happen is because this game doesn't have any public hardcore modes, which in general made this video take so much longer because I just like playing hardcore and it is very good for hitting clips, but the launchers just, they're not going to happen. And I apologize for that, but I know for a fact that there's no way I can make that happen, no matter how hard I try.
Oh god, triple?
Yeah, a triple is pretty much all I could get with the Javelin, and I don't think I could have gotten much else with the launchers, but still, this has been a quad feed with every gun in Call of Duty Online. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would greatly appreciate it if you could like this video and share it with other people who you think might also enjoy watching something like this, because this took months upon months of time and efforts to hit all of these clips. I think it goes without saying that this was the most difficult quad feed video to pull off, and I'm just incredibly proud about being able to pull this off. And this is my first video of 2017, which has got me really hyped, and I can't wait to get the other quad feed videos done for you guys. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the quad feed with every gun on Call of Duty Online. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like, and we'll see you guys later.